Hi, I'm Talyn Stone, and this is my lovely guest, Jax. She's a very good friend of mine, and she is going to be reciting the questions from all of you, and this is the Q&A with Talyn Stone. Let's do this. Okay, right. Question number 1.
From Nick B, what % of your followers hit on you?
I'm really bad at math, but lots. I don't know.
I'd say probably like 80%.
Well, I'm a fetish model.
Really?
I'm naked all the time. I'm asking for it. Look what she's wearing.
What's your typical day?
My day starts in the afternoon. I get up and I walk to the store, and just like any other person, I need to have my coffee. And I sit outside and network for a few hours on my computer and smoke my guts out. And I have a banana nut muffin, which have recently been giving me heartburn, so I can't really have those anymore because, you know, I'm really sick of spending money on Pepsi AC. It's become a really unhealthy addiction. Other than that, just, go about my day, do a photo shoot, do some filming, do some dancing, make some art, drink some blood, have some sex. I don't know. Pet dogs. I have this little dog. He's so cute. His name's Poopy. We'll pet him. Yeah, that's my day.
Pretty regular.
Yeah. It ends like the next day, 6 a.m. or so.
Here's a little bit of an awkward one for you.
Awkward?
Are you keeping your identity as Talyn Stone even though, from what this person assumes, you're not with Mike Stone anymore?
Total ox. I believe that my identity as Talyn Stone kind of speaks for itself. I think that, it doesn't really have anything to do with the last name because, in my opinion, I could be naming myself after fucking Rosetta Stone. It's got nothing to do with the last name. It just sounded badass. Ox. Total ox.
Does modeling pay enough that you can survive on your own?
No. That is why I have to do so many other things to compensate for my time with that and be able to survive. Yeah, it doesn't make a whole lot of money, especially when you're not working with an agency, which I won't. So don't ask.
Do you do drugs?
Drugs do me.
Do you ever go into public without makeup on?
That is actually my favorite thing to do because I draw my eyebrows on and I look like a fucking alien without them on. And I don't have my extensions in or anything, so I'll put in like this weird little mohawk pony and like put my cat sweater on with the scaredy cat ears and like rock out with like no eyebrows. And if I don't have makeup on, I'm always in like pajamas or like boyfriend's clothes or something like that. Incognito, looking really weird. I get stared at more when I don't have makeup on than when I do.
Still naturally pretty though.
Aliens are pretty. They're cute.
We are aliens.
Did you hear about the aliens? There's 4 different species of aliens on our planet working with the Canadian government. Or the American government.
There would be.
There is. I watched videos on it. It's crazy. Anyways.
How many messages do you get on Facebook a day?
Between my fan page and my personal account and my family account, the most traffic that I get is my personal account. Just because I have like all my friends there and stuff like that. And I use Facebook primarily for business. So it's always work. And I'm on Facebook all day. My phone never shuts off. So all day. I think I talk to people more on Facebook than I do in person when I'm with them. So I don't really have a number, but lots. Again. Fucking math.
George Rosses, I think it is.
George.
Yeah, this is a good one too for you. As horrible as this sounds, and with no disrespect at all, I swear, me and my buddy Von Silvers were wanted to double team you, kind of like a dick pig over a spit. What exactly would that take? 'Cause you're gorgeous as hell. Also love your work. Keep up the fan-fucking-tastic work,
Chicky. Well, nice backpedal there, George. However, you're gonna have to talk to this guy and see what he has to say about that.
Walter M. How do you deal with pain, mental pain, when you are down? What are some of the things you do to lift your spirits or rid yourself? of the demons?
That is a very good question, Hunter. I mask my mental pain with physical pain. It's not for everyone, but it works for me, and that's why I do a lot of crazy things like, you know, stick my hands in raccoon traps, or play with fire, or lay on beds of machetes and nails, and have my goddess Madalena Horn beat the shit out of me with calla lily whips and things like that, and do shoots and bloodletting and just weird things like that. That's usually what makes me feel better when I'm down, is physical pain. That's my answer.
All right. Amber Dawn, what music gets you pumped up?
Lots of kinds of music, but dubstep, yeah.
Come on.
I love that shit. I don't even know who my favorite artist is anymore, because there's so many new ones that are really good. But I have to do some shameless promoting for a good friend of mine. His name is Ryan, and he is the 40 Ounce Bounce, and he works here in Edmonton, and he is fantastic. His shows are always pumping. He is such an amazing artist. Who said that?
What and who inspires you?
Lana Del Rey inspires me. Her music
she's
just
awesome.
totally melts my soul. And I love her. I'm also very lucky to be in the community that I am and have the friends that I have. All the women that are like staples in like the alternative community in Alberta are my closest friends, and I look up to them and I learn a lot from them, and it's all them, like Amberlynn Walker and Madalena Horn. I love you guys.
And last question from Amber Dawn, what are some of the things you plan on doing in the future?
Ooh, I don't really like to reveal my plans or anything, because you know
Well, the future could be
there's
like,
some slime balls out there. I can't really answer that question because there's a lot of competition out there for me, and if I reveal too much about my future, there might be the opportunity for somebody else to snag it. Sorry.
Adrian.
Adrian! Oh, I'm Adrian's biggest fan. I watched that motherfucker suspend for the first time, and he went up like right now, and it was the fucking craziest thing I ever saw. Like, he's the one who got me hooked.
What would be the first thing you do with the midget in any scenario? Doesn't have to be related to sex, like some assholes refer to dick pig.
Oh.
And why? Feel free to ignore this if you don't think, if you know I think you're awesome.
Okay. Well, if I was a cartoon person, I can't answer this question.
I can answer it.
I can't answer it appropriately. Like, it's gonna make me look really terrible, but if I was in a cartoon and it was just a cartoon sketch, I would drop kick it to the moon.
I want one as a pet.
In a cartoon though, not real life.
No, in real life.
Oh God.
My friend said she'd buy me one when she's rich and famous.
You can't buy midgets for people. You've thought about this.
I really want a pet midget, which is why I feel like that question was really for me and not you.
Okay, well, Adrian, how did you know that this is going to be my special guest?
Okay.
Sly Fox you.
Marcel Smith. Hi, beautiful.
Hello.
Do you appreciate the fact that you are totally amazing and gorgeous?
Hell yeah, I appreciate that shit every morning in the shower. Damn.
Oh, okay. Ben D, what's the worst job you have ever had? And what would be your biggest dream to come true? Oh, and if you were invisible, what would you do?
All right, first part of that question. Worst job I ever had was... I'm not gonna lie, I haven't had very many jobs in my lifetime. But when I was 13, I worked in an art gallery, and it was incredibly boring.
Really?
It was in a really small town, so like population like 1,300 people. Nobody came in ever, and I sat there all by myself. This is like before like the Facebook was out, and like I didn't even have a cell phone. So I just like cleaned the store all the time.
That is pretty boring.
It was terrible, and I'm really happy that I don't have to work in an art gallery anymore.
What would be your biggest dream to come true?
My biggest dream to come true would definitely not be world peace. I think my biggest dream to come true is if I could just stay on the same track that I'm on right now. I'm really happy with the way that things have been going in my career, and I'm gaining a lot of personal relationships that are helping me flourish as an artist and keeping me happy and inspired and uplifted and everything. And if I can maintain this kind of lifestyle and stay happy and healthy while I'm doing it, that would be a dream come true.
Cool. Third part. If you were invisible, what would you do?
If I was invisible, I would walk around with clothes on, because that would look weird. Because there'd be no head or hands.
That would be kind of weird, actually.
Yeah.
There's a movie about that, I think.
Holloman.
It is?
I don't know, I'm embarrassed now, because if it's wrong, then everybody's gonna be laughing at me.
Cassidy Silvers. What possessed and inspired you the most to pursue your work as an alt model?
What inspired me to become an alt model?
And possessed.
Possessed me to become an alt model.
It's not Satan.
Satan made me do it! Just kidding. Maybe, I don't know. Ever since I was a little kid, I've always just been kind of like a showstopper. I don't know why. I've always put myself in a position to be the center of attention.
You?
Me. And I don't know, I picked up on it really quickly, and it wasn't ever something that I wanted to do, I didn't want to be a famous model or work as an actress or anything like that. I wanted to be a writer. And then I dropped out of school and I learned that I'm pretty, so I just went with that. No, I don't know. I just cut on, it was easy, it was entertaining, I started inspiring a lot of people, and I just decided to keep with it. And I think it was a really good choice.
Hate tattoo questions, but curious, so which is your most memorable piece? Feel free to elaborate on why. If it's too personal, no sweat. Who in your life has affected you the most in a positive way? Whether it's a family, friend, or even a brief meeting of someone who enlightened you the most for the better.
Well, I have a very close friend, and I've talked about her once already, Madalena Horn. I was always looked up to her ever since I found out who she was and followed her. I met her briefly once, a long time ago, and then we met each other again, and we had a really passionate experience together. And she's grown to be one of the most important women in my life. I love her, I admire her. She's a true friend, she's honest, she's real, she's always there for me. No matter how long we don't talk for, there's just always so much love there. She's taught me to be a lot stronger than I ever thought that I could be. And, she's inspired me to, just really be raw and edgy and just fuck the world and do what you want. This is our one life, let's not fuck this up kind of thing. And she's just, she's really fucking powerful and cutthroat and everything, and I admire that in her. And she's got a lot of qualities that I wish that I had, and every day and every time that I'm with her, I learn more things about myself that I always thought I was too much of a pussy to have, these special qualities and things like that. She just makes me feel stronger, and I think that that's really important to find in any kind of relationship, really. And yeah, she's never put me in a position where I felt bad for anything that I've ever done. And there's lots of people have friendships where they're completely one-sided and everything, and it's not really a friendship at all. It's all some kind of contest. And she's done nothing but make me feel like an equal when I'm with her, even though I still keep her way up high here. So
that's nice.
That's my girl. She's my goddess.
EXO, you're like the only page I'll bother with aside from the pictures, so don't put anytime soon. She hates Facebook.
Oh, is that a question?
No, that's just a comment for you.
Okay, well thank you.
So Jimmy Miles.
Hi Jimmy! Jimmy's a good friend of mine. Hi fucker! Do what you want Wednesday! Woo! Jimmy actually took me to get this piercing and these ones, the new antenna ones. And he got his lip pierced and this thing.
Hey Talyn, is it true that you use your own blood for photo shoots? If so, what's the most you've ever used at one time?
Well, yes, it is true. I use my own blood usually for photo shoots. Only because I had a bloodletting experience that was photographed. It wasn't meant to be a photo shoot. It was just photographed. And it was really spiritual. I got a lot of gratification out of it, and it tasted really good. So then I did a shoot with fake blood, and it was so gross, and it hurts when it's in my eyes, and it smells bad, and it gets sticky, and it's gross. So I like to use real blood. Probably the first time that I did a bloodletting, and again, this was the shoot that wasn't it wasn't a shoot, it just happened to be a photo shoot because there was a camera around. I was told that I lost at least like 3 pints of blood during that one. It was quite excessive, but it was so fucking pretty, and the photos from it are amazing, and it just came very natural, and it was very good. But I'm not allowed to bloodlet without supervision anymore, so I'm a good kitten, and I listen. I hope that answers your question. G.Hunter,
have you ever wet your panties to turn a girl or guy on? That's the first part.
Okay. No.
Okay. Or just for the self-gratification of embarrassment?
If I peed in my panties by myself, I wouldn't be embarrassed. I would be bothered and wet and annoyed.
Nothing more erotic than seeing a girl blush because she's bad.
Interesting comment.
Andy L. Do you want to answer that?
She's like, I'm moving on. Uncomfortable question. Sorry, bro. You asked for it.
You are also interested in women.
Yes, I like girls. I like girls more than I like guys. I like guys with beards, though. No. Love that shit. But yes, I like women. They're nice to look at. Sarah Bear.
I can't read. Sorry.
Sarah Bear, I like you. You're one of my favorite fans.
Where is one of the most interesting, strangest places you've ever had sex?
One? Just one? I have to pick one?
Come on.
Okay, probably the most interesting and strangest place. Well, it's pretty interesting. The purpose of it is interesting. When I go out for dinner, not with everyone, please let me make that clear. This one time, I went out for dinner. I'm really trying hard not to generalize it because then it just sounds more skanky than it is. And that's pretty skanky. Okay, so this one time I went out for dinner, and the food was taking a little bit long, so I was like, let's go fuck in the parking lot. So we did. And it was pretty interesting because we went to the liquor store after to grab a couple bottles of wine, and after dinner, not after sex. So it was like sex, steak, go get wine. We go to get wine, and I guess one of his friends was at the same restaurant, and they saw his car bouncing around a little excessively. And also there was a dude parked behind our car watching us the entire time. So I guess we kind of did get caught by a couple people, but the steak was fucking delicious afterwards.
How many piercings do you have, and how tall are you?
I'm 5'6", and I don't know how many piercings I have, but we can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Walter A. What scene or culture do you feel you represent professionally, and is it any different personally?
I don't know. I don't really feel like I represent anything, sorry. But I'm part of a culture, I'm part of a community, if anything. So, and I think that it's a very new age, you know, because like if you want to like talk culture and things like that, like there's like alternative fashion and fucking glamour and all this weird stuff too. But if you want to like go back to it, like these piercings and things aren't stuff that fucking people were doing in England for fun. It goes back into like African generations and shit like that too, right? So like it's a really hard question to answer, and I don't think I'm capable. Yeah, no, I don't.
I think you would just, honestly, to all of you people, this is just really how Talyn is.
You people!
Talyn's fans. Cameraland.
Cameraland!
Knowing you as well as I do, you really are just like this in real life.
Shit's real.
Do you like puppies?
Yes! Oh my god, I have the cutest little puppy that I will have back someday. And his name is Dax, and he is a Pomeranian Jack Russell, and he's super cute. And I'm going to make him, I'm not gonna make him, I'm going to ask him if he will make babies with Megan Machine's little puggle, and then they can be puggle poms.
That sounds cute.
Yeah.
The puppies I saw today were pretty cute too.
Yeah, I love dogs. They're coming to get me. The Last Unicorn. I fucking love that movie. I haven't seen that shit so little. Oh my god. I can sing the entire song. And I think that unicorn's kind of slutty. Her butt's really big. Like My Little Ponies. They're so slutty with their big eyelashes and their big butts. They're skanky ponies. Unicorn.
Adam L. Top 5 songs for sad days.
Okay, let's go. You Oughta Know by Alanis Morissette. I'm sorry, but when I'm sad, that song makes me want to just fucking crush skulls and like slash tires of one specific truck that I've never done. Never done that, but I want to. Damn You by Lana Ray. Lana Del Rey, not Lana Ray, sorry. Lana Del Rey. In This River by Black Label Society. Killing Time by Black Label Society. Bloody Kisses. Actually, no, anything by Typo Negative will make you cry if you're sad. Except for like Halloween in Heaven. Rest in peace, Peter Steele. Songs for the best moments in life.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, what is that song called? Fuck, what is that song? It's a pop song, it's terrible. But oh my god, do I love it. I'm like a brand new bitch. I don't know. I think it's called Brand New Bitch. I don't know who it's by, but fuck does that song get me. Iggy, what is her last name? Azalea, or whatever. I don't know. She's this white rapper, and she's fucking amazing. She's so good, and like she's got so much bass in her songs and everything. It just makes you feel like the boss all the time. She's got like a song called Work It, and then My World. That is the best song ever. But yeah, that's how I roll.
Oh,
Cool. Is that it?
did you do 5? Good enough, I think. Eh?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Anything by them. Oh, that Rihanna song. We fell in love in a hopeless place. That song, yeah.
That's a good one too.
I just can't help it. It makes me just like want to like do a bunch of acid at a Ferris wheel and just watch it. I don't want to be on it. I just want to watch it.
Though?
No, only in cartoons. I don't want to talk about that. Makes me uncomfortable. Thanks, Adrian. Anyways, is that it?
Yep.
Okay, well, thanks everybody for watching, and thank you very much for the questions. Let's give Jax a round of applause. And if we can turn the camera around, Z is here too, and wink, 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 wink. Thanks for filming.
Anytime.
And thanks for watching, everybody, and I'm looking forward to your questions next month. Mwah. Love you more than those pictures before. That was fun.